Can you confirm with News Nation that you're running for president?
Boy, that would be a nice confirmation. There'd be a lot of people that would be very upset about that. But I think you're going to be very happy. I think people are going to be very happy at what I do. I was going to do something last night, actually, that would have made the place really happy. And so we're doing it a few days later. And I think people are going to be very happy, very impressed.
To your predecessor, who is about to launch another campaign. So how do you reassure them, if that is the reason for their questioning, that the former president will not return, or that his political movement, which is still very strong, will not once again take power in the United States?
Well, we just have to demonstrate that he will not take power.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
There's breaking news out of Palm Beach, Florida. Former President Trump says his Mar-a-Lago home there is being raided by the FBI.
For the first time ever, a former president of the United States has been indicted.
Former President Donald Trump indicted for a second time.
A federal grand jury indicted former President Donald Trump. It marks the third time the former president has been indicted.
Breaking news on former President Trump. He's been indicted for the fourth time in 5 months.
Breaking news, this is an image that will be in the history books. This is the mugshot of the 45th President of the United States.
The optics of this is working to his advantage. Look.
Breaking news from Colorado, where the state Supreme Court has just disqualified former President Donald Trump.
Donald Trump found guilty on all 34 felony counts.
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Take a look at what happened.
The next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
I proudly accept your nomination for president of the United States.
Let Trumpomania run wild, brother!
So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation.
She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
Investigation underway after the second assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump.
As I was saying,
as you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm dark MAGA.
Get in there.
Let's go! I want to be a whale psychiatrist.
I'm going for a job right now at McDonald's. I really wanted to do this all my life.
I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
The only garbage I see floating out there is your supporters.
How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
Here are our first projections. There, NBC News projects that Donald Trump has won the presidential election in Kentucky, Indiana. In West Virginia, Donald Trump is the winner. Florida, Tennessee, Missouri, Alabama, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Arkansas, Texas, North Dakota, South Dakota. NBC News also projects a winner in the Wyoming presidential race, Mississippi, Louisiana, Ohio, Kansas, Utah, Montana, Iowa, the state of Nebraska in the presidential contest, Idaho. The first swing state is North Carolina, going to Donald Trump. Donald Trump has prevailed in the presidential race in Georgia. Pennsylvania, NBC now projects he is the winner of Michigan and its 15 electoral votes.
Donald Trump is the winner in Alaska, picking up 3 more electoral votes.
Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin. He is the winner of this race and will return to the White House as this country's 47th president.
Hey, look what happened. Is this crazy?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about tonight. The world is being taken over by drones. There are reports all over the place. It makes no sense. I'm personally fascinated by it. I think it reminds me of like Independence Day or some bullshit. It's look, it's not cool, but it is cool at the same time. It is a fascinating story, and we're going to get into all of that. There's more stuff that's dropping right now about all of this stuff. And then, of course, President Trump is basically saying, hey, if this isn't the government, shoot these damn things down. The Biden administration claims they have no idea the FBI is getting involved. Yeah, because that always helps the situation. I think it's fascinating. And we're going to talk about that a lot tonight. But how's everybody doing? I appreciate all of you being here. Mic volume roller coasting. Is it? Judicon says, seriously can't hear you, Jeremy. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Should I unplug it and plug it back in? Skynet, baby, let's go. The future is now. But yeah, we're going to talk about all of that. Let me see how you guys are doing right now. I don't even know if this was there's so much to do. There's so much to do. So many tabs. All of my streams are getting blocked, by the way. Because I keep playing copyrighted material, apparently. Okay, so we've got Rabbit for 5 gifted memberships. And then Rabbit says the Acolyte is greater than Jingle All the Way. Dude, stop. Rabbit, stop. Like, if you want to say something edgy, if you want to have a hot take, then have a hot take. Nobody believes this is serious, okay? No one, not one single person believes this. Let's see. Tech Wizard says, congratulations on getting subscription approved. Oh, yeah, I did. You're right about that. Yeah, see, I have 0 subscribers. But yeah, I now have subscriptions on Twitter. I haven't done anything with it yet, but you know, so if you want to, I guess whatever. If there's any exclusive content that I was going to post to locals, I guess I could post that to Twitter if you don't want to support us on locals. But yeah, I have no subscribers, but I at least have subscriptions after like what, 2.5, 3 years. I got approved for it. It only took 2.5 or 3 years. So microphone sounds weird. I don't know if you guys are fucking with me or not. I really don't know. Now I've got to listen. Now I've got to listen and see. Now, it sounds like it's probably okay. Let me double check and make sure I'm on the right microphone. Testing, you fuckers. I'm on the right microphone. Range is flat. Mic is a little odd. Epic Mike says you sound gay. Should I hold my microphone again? Here we go. Here. Let's see if we can reposition this, okay? Maybe it's the positioning there. Okay, let's try it there. That way I don't move away from it that much, okay? Microphone is broken. Apocalypto says, sent you a DM with pics that are worth it to make up for the effed up video I sent you. I'll check it out. Harley Dave says, Jeremy has the toughest job in the world. No wonder he doesn't read super chats. One of these days I'll get to him. Simple Jeremy says, fixed my picture. Okay, that's actually awesome. That's actually awesome. Yes, that's good stuff right there. Ministry of Wrong Thing says, the biggest irony about the drones is they're literally unidentified flying objects by definition, but people won't call them UFOs because of panic. This is true. 100%. Timothy Finch says, you guys hear that Trump took photos at Arlington Cemetery and he called the military suckers and losers? Kind of nervous this might hurt his chances. Yeah. They also have some footage of Trump saying that he, like, you know, you can grab women by the pussy when you're a star. I'm really worried that this is going to hurt Trump. I'm really, really worried about that one. They may actually have him this time. Maito says, Fig, your background lights are still gay. Ryan Guy says, congrats on getting AIDS, Fig. Today is the first day of the rest of your gay life. Jake Stanley says, only here till Beardo starts Helldivers. Hail. Eric K says, we can hear you. That is the problem. That is usually a problem for someone that you don't like. With that said, Megyn Kelly has a pretty good breakdown of some of this stuff. So we're going to, because obviously it's good content and Megyn Kelly's not bad to look at. Okay. So let's check this out. This drone situation is out of control. So first we're going to go over this video she has. Then we have updated information, including something that just dropped that we're going to talk about. Donald Trump, about 4 or 5 hours ago, straight up said, shoot them down. They need to be shot down. Southeastern Kaiju with them new membership, and Willie Will with a proper 199 and says nothing. Says absolutely nothing. You know what that means.
Should I do it?
Do not come.
Come on, baby. Come on. I'm going to do it.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Beautiful white paint. It's coming down at 10,000 miles an hour. It's coming down at levels of speed that nobody ever even conceived of. Where it's rough, but it's coming, and now it's turned around. It turns around, and it's coming, and it's going to, I say, oh, because you see at that bottom, this section right here, that sucker's, oh.
And I miss Trump rallies, man. I really do. He's going to be talking at the Turning Point conference this week. I'm going to be covering that live whenever it does happen. But I miss him going on these rambles and starts talking about these stories, and it's so funny. So hopefully we'll kind of get like a rally style Trump this week. But thank you, Willie Will. And the other thing too, I really appreciate that even still with all the time that's passed, people are still like offering you like thoughts and prayers and everything for you and your family. So that is awesome that the people continue to offer that to you, and we remember, man, we got your back, brother, and we appreciate you being here. Hayden Wayne with 10 gifted memberships. My boy Hayden Wayne in the house. How the hell are you, man? Thank you, Hayden Wayne. And there's Willie Will says, chat mods, D-Day Cobra, hail to you all, love and peace. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Willie Will. Anthony says AEW is a joke at the moment. They have less attendance of crowds. The wrestlers are okay. The storytelling is not that. It's just random wrestling matches. Doesn't make sense. Tony Khan needs to step down. I haven't watched AEW in a long time. Tony Khan is, I appreciate that he's a fan, but he has no clear vision or leadership at all. Simple Jeremy says FBI did a cleanup job on one of the drones. We're probably going to talk about that one. Andy Plays Games says, I was your first sub on Twitter just now. Look at there. Hang on. Do we need to go refresh this so we can at least see? Does it show up? Let's see if it shows up. I just refreshed. Oh, it didn't show up yet. I did a refresh, but it still shows no subscribers. Can I click on subscribers? We got 2 now. Look at that. You mad lads. Look at you mad lads. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. So we got 2 subscribers, even though it hasn't uploaded so far. All right, let's check this out really quickly. Here we go. I got to share my screen.
UFOs or UAPs. That's how, obviously there's been a hell of a year. So why not end it with mystery UFOs or UAPs? That's how they're referred to now. Unidentified. I can't remember what they're called. Steve Krakauer is obsessed with UAPs, so he'll tell me. Anyway, they're saying they're drones. What is it? Aerial, unidentified aerial or unmanned aerial phenomenon. Okay. Yeah. So they're saying that they are drones. We don't know what they are, but they are terrorizing folks in the good state of New Jersey. This started on 11/18, which I remember because that's my birthday. And there have been a whole lot of new developments in the last week. We're going to go through them. All right. Now, the first sighting, as I say, 11/18, the drones have been spotted in the sky every night thereafter. They've been seen over reservoirs, highways, military installations, and near President-elect Donald Trump's Bedminster golf course. During one incident, the drones prevented a medical helicopter from picking up a person injured in a car crash. What?
Somebody said Megyn Kelly's annoying for some reason. I disagree. Megyn Kelly's, she's good at what she does and she's hot. And that's a good combination.
A spokesperson for the Morris County Sheriff's Office described the drones as similar to small cars. They've said that they look like SUVs. A police chief for the town of Evesham in New Jersey, I don't know it, but they say most of this is happening in Ocean County by the shore in New Jersey, said witnesses have called the drones as large as an SUV with blinking lights on them. Here's a compilation of eyewitnesses capturing the objects on camera and describing what they saw.
There they are.
There they are. There they are. Marmora, New Jersey.
We shouldn't be outside.
Go. But here they are. They look like a fucking triangle. They look like a triangle. Oh my God. Here we go. Here it is.
Yeah, that sucker.
Are you freaking
Lights
kidding
are
me
on.
right now? Yeah, the one was a plane.
It looks like a
that one that went. Oh, it looked like a plane to me. I'm no expert on drones, but that one looked like a plane. Not that one that we just saw, but a minute ago. No way. And an F-16 just flew over. No way.
This one is extremely low. It's loud.
It's really cute.
And it's huge.
It's so big. It looks so much closer in person.
Yeah, my camera doesn't do it. Looks like a spaceship, right? Like that doesn't look like a drone, right? That looks like a spaceship.
It's coming right for them.
It's like a small plane. It really is like a small plane.
Hey, Hayden says some of them do seem like planes. You know how I probably, shout out to Rolo, the Puerto Rican pistolero. I know he knows all about drones. Maybe we can get Rolo on here one of these days to talk to him about it.
These are all drones in the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 right here.
That's crazy. Young guy heard in that mashup also captured one of the only videos we've seen of the drones around dusk. You see it gliding through the sky.
It's like a movie. Now, remember my theory after the election. I said that if Trump wins, that they're going to destroy this country between November and January. It hasn't seemed like they've done a lot, obviously, and I think that that's because of the popular vote had something to do with that. I don't know what this is, but this is starting to create a lot of problems right now and a lot of conversations. So I just wanted to point that out. Dan Vask with 20 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Dan Vask. Did someone hack his account?
And all these are going from dusk to around 11 o'clock at night, they say. Look at this. Another eyewitness told the New York Times the drones show up one after the other following the same flight path. A New Jersey lawmaker citing New Jersey State Police said the sightings, again, they begin around sundown, they go through 11 p.m., and sometimes the drone's lights are turned off, making them harder to spot. And police have indicated they do not appear to emit radio frequencies, which allows them to avoid detection. They don't know where they take off from or land. They do believe they're coming from the water, at least according to some of the officials. They say that they're not drones being flown by hobbyists or related to DHS. This is what they're saying. They don't believe they're hobbyists, and they don't believe it's coming from DHS. After the initial report in mid-November, the FAA banned drones from flying over a military base in Morris County and over Trump's Bedminster. State leaders told constituents the drones do not pose any threat to the public. No threat whatsoever. They don't know what the hell they are, but don't panic. How are we not supposed to panic or worry if you have no freaking clue what they are? And we had at least one lawmaker come out and say exactly that. On Tuesday, the governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy, came out and talked to reporters. Again, he said, don't panic. There's nothing to panic over. But he also admitted that he spent all day on the phone with the White House trying to get answers, and listen to how he described them.
I was on with the White House and Homeland Security leadership literally at the very top yesterday, for pretty much all day. I'm hoping we'll get answers sooner than later. I would just ask folks to continue to let the FBI or their local law enforcement know when they see something.
How about fuck that? Do you understand what just happened? Do you understand that Trump was just elected and that we know a lot better than to call the FBI? Hey, FBI, can you please help us out here? The FBI that's lying to us? The FBI that raided Mar-a-Lago? That FBI? Where the FBI director just stepped down because he's a coward? That FBI? Good Lord.
and we'll continue to do everything we can with our federal partners to get clearer answers.
Why is it so hard to get answers?
These are apparently as I understand it, very sophisticated. The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark. And we're obviously most concerned about sensitive targets and sensitive critical infrastructure. So we've got military assets, we've got utility assets, we've got the president-elect's one of his homes here. This is something we're taking deadly seriously. We've got good cooperation out of the feds, but we need more, and that was my plea.
But no answers, and don't panic. After the governor's remarks, Republicans
and we're gonna go back to Megan here in just a minute, but I have this right here. Check this out. So, security official John Kirby, we just don't know enough to take down the drones. Host, have you brought in outside AI and tech experts like Elon Musk? Kirby, no, because you're not trying. God, all they do is lie. All the Biden administration does is fucking lies.
Republican State Senator John Bramnick called on the governor to declare a limited state of emergency and ban all drones until someone explains what the hell's going on here. But so far, that has not happened. New Jersey State Senator Douglas Steinhardt then went on Fox News and in an interview said that the objects are indeed coming from offshore.
The best information that we have available to us to this point suggests that these drones are coming from offshore, that when we try to make contact with them, they become evasive and elusive. From my perspective, if they are American assets, if they're American military, if they're American drones, and I think we owe the American people answers or explanations, but if they're not American made, if they're not American drones, then I think, we owe the American people action. And if no one else is saying, I'll be the first one to say it, if these are not American assets, then we need to get our assets into the air and blow one of these things out of the sky, pick up the pieces and figure out what we're dealing with. Because quite frankly, we're the United States of America. I mean, I think we need to do a better job here.
This is insane.
Douglas Steinhardt, right on. Stand by, there's more. Also on Tuesday, the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee questioned the FBI Assistant Director of Critical Incident Response about whether the public is at risk here. That director, Robert Wheeler, admitted, we have no idea.
We do not attribute that to an individual or a group yet. We're investigating, but I don't have an answer of who's responsible for that, of one or more people that are responsible for those drone flights. It is concerning.
Is the public at risk? Is public safety at risk? Are we concerned that there are nefarious intentions that could cause?
This is insane. Real quick, because Ministry of Wrong Things got a question for the chat. Question for chat with military experience. Is it normal for military bases to do live fire exercises with aircraft? Because that's the debunk of footage of the drones shooting at something. So I will let the chat continue on that discussion as we get back to the video.
As either national security or a public safety incident that would put Americans at risk?
There's nothing that is known that would lead me to say that. But we just don't know. And that's the concerning part.
Yeah, there is something that's known. Hundreds of drones are flying over New Jersey the size of SUVs, and they go dark when you get eyes on them, and they won't interact with them.
Here's what I don't understand. Okay, so Trump is the president-elect right now. That means that he does have a higher security clearance now. That means he is receiving crucial and vital information right now that he would not have received prior to becoming the president-elect. So he has to have some level of knowledge of this. There's no way that the president-elect is going to have drones flying near his residence and him not be able to get that information. There's none. There's no way in hell. Now, he doesn't have the authority, and I'm speculating on this, but not speculating. He doesn't have the authority to actually order the military to do anything until he is sworn in. But in terms of knowledge, he has to have knowledge. With that said, that's why I bring this up is so his tweet, while it seems like he's kind of vague about it because he's pretending like he doesn't know, he clearly has more information when he sends the tweet out saying, if this does not belong to the United States of America, shoot it down. So he knows more than he's letting on in that tweet. Absolutely.
There's something. Yeah. So then yesterday, the story really took a turn when Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey went on Fox News and claimed that sources told him this is Iran. Watch.
Iran launched
It ain't Iran. Okay. It's not Iran.
a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones.
What?
That mothership is off. I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. And again, these are
Calling it a mothership is the coolest thing ever, though. Iran launched a mothership. It's starting to sound like a fucking science fiction movie, man. This is, like I said, this is halfway cool as hell. And on the other hand, it's terrifying as hell. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? A fucking mothership? Hayden Wayne for 50 says weather balloon 2.0. So with as contentious as things have gotten, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Russia, Iran, China, or some other country we have issues with. There is no reason to knock them out of the sky. Civilians started shooting at them. That is true. Civilians did start shooting at them, and I'm going to get into those videos here in just a minute. This shit is getting wild. This is getting absolutely out of hand, and I, for one, am having a blast following all of it. But like I said, halfway terrifying, halfway entertaining as hell. Love Dogs for 20 says they're cooking up something and childish soreless losers. Wait, they're cooking up something and are childish sore losers. If they cared about America, they would help the new administration. Instead, they seek to destroy it with crap like this. January 20th can't get here soon enough. No, it can't. And there's just so much to unpack with all of this. But I want to continue with the Megyn Kelly video before we get to all this other crazy stuff that is out there. But it's wild.
from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. The military is on alert with this.
It's Iran, and only Jeff Van Drew will tell us the truth. There's a mothership in the Atlantic, well, right off the coast of New Jersey. What? Okay, but hold your horses, because not long after his remarks, a spokesman for the Pentagon, came out and shat all over his claims.
There is not any truth to that. There is no Iranian ship off the coast of the United States, and there's no so-called mothership launching drones towards the United States.
What's happening? What's happening? Okay, so far, New Jersey Assemblywoman Dawn Fantasia has given the best wrap up of where things stand. She tweeted a long thread on X yesterday after meeting with New Jersey State Police. Bottom line, she writes, "We know nothing, period." She then went on to admit, quote, "To state that there is no known or credible threat is incredibly misleading." She said the state is shackled with what it's able to do. Any interception must be done by the feds. She admitted at this point military intervention is the only path forward and said there will be no answers in the absence of proactivity. New Jersey State Representative Brian Bergen told News Nation's Rich McHugh that he actually walked out of the briefing fed up with the lack of information.
I walked out because it was worthless. It was the biggest amateur hour presentation I've ever seen about anything. Okay. It was ridiculous. There were no answers. Every question that was asked by a member of the state legislature, great questions, no answers, no resolution. They don't know where the drones are coming from. They don't know who's doing it. They don't know why they're doing it, but they say there's no credible threat. The colonel of state police said that he had a helicopter of his flying above one of these drones, a 6-foot drone or something. I can't remember exactly what he said. And he felt unsafe for his helicopter, so he just let it go. Just let it go. Where'd it go? Who knows? Didn't want to follow it because you didn't feel safe. Is that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know.
There's no better way for the Biden administration to end its 4-year disaster run on the United States of America than this right here, to just show how completely incompetent our DEI government is. This is perfect. No one in the administration has any answers. No one knows what's going on. You look like a bunch of idiots. There's no better way for us to come to the end of the Biden run than this right here.
They don't know what it is. They don't know where it comes. They don't know nothing.
Oh, they don't know nothing. And are we sure they're drones, by the way, and not alien spaceships? I mean, could Rosie O'Donnell for once be right? John Greenwald Jr. has been studying UFOs and UAPs for decades. We actually interviewed him on this program back in 2021, episode 116, if you want to check it out. And he said these drones are not alien. He wrote on X, an intelligent civilization won't travel light years just to check out New Jersey. He said aliens are not going to show up and resemble drone swarms. And this guy does know what he's talking about.
Well, I mean, it is Trump's property. So if anybody on Earth could get the aliens to come to Earth and just hang out, it would be Trump. Let's be clear. It would be Trump.
Filed over 10,000 public information requests to the government trying to figure out what's out there and what's not. And he said he's kind of amused at people being so disappointed that he said they're not aliens, but that's his call. Maybe we can also feel comforted by the fact that Elon Musk does not believe that these are aliens at all. Here he is last month talking to Tucker Carlson.
If anyone would know about aliens on Earth, it would probably be me.
I would think.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with space stuff. And I've seen no evidence of aliens. So I would immediately tweet it out. It says split second. I'd be like well, all time, probably the top tweet of all time. Found one, guys. It's a jackpot. There's some 8 billion likes. It was like some general, I think in the 60s, who were saying like, show us the aliens, like Area 51, etc. And he said like, listen, we're constantly trying to get the defense budget to expand. And you know what would really get no arguments from anyone? If we pull out an alien and said, we need money to protect ourselves from these guys. How much money do you want? You got it.
Elon is such a fucking character, dude. That's the richest man in the world. And he did. He said tweet. I don't know when that interview was from, but he said tweet. Even Elon calls it Twitter. Even Elon can't stop saying tweets and Twitter.
Even good. Doge would let that money stand. Okay, so it's probably not aliens. I guess it's not Iran. That's what the Pentagon says, but they lie to us all the time.
It's our government. I truly believe it's our government. By the way, Brock just dropped how many, chat? 50 gifted memberships from Brock himself. Holy crap. There we go. 50 gifted memberships. Thank you, Brock. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, back to the so I do believe, and we're going to listen to more of what she's got to say. I believe it's our government.
Murphy of New Jersey has no idea. The FBI claims to know nothing. The White House isn't saying. So what is going on? A retired Navy SEAL, Clint Emerson, who now runs a security firm, said this is probably a secret U.S. government program. He spoke with the New York Post and said the program is likely so top secret that when our government officials claim they don't know what it is, it's probably true. They probably actually don't. So is that comforting at all, guys? Do you feel better or worse about?
No, but again, like, why would you pick New Jersey to conduct, a densely populated area?
Hey, I'm flying here.
On there.
Yeah.
But like,
they did find alien life, and then they found out it was just Snooki and the situation. And they turned right back around, back to the Iranian mother.
So we'll end it there on that, because there's more that I want to get to in terms of everything that there's more information that we have like right now. Like this just dropped right here. This information just a few minutes ago at least was tweeted out right here. Okay. The sheriff in Ocean County, New Jersey tells News Nation one of his officers saw 50 drones coming in from the ocean. What is happening? Here we go.
One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean. 50? 50. That was my reaction also.
How do you know it's 50, by the way? Like when Brock sends me a 50 gifted memberships, it says 50. You know, when Hayden Wayne sends me a $50 super chat, it says 50. How do you know that there's 50? How do you just say 50? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer.
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted state police, we contacted the FBI, we contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat and they reported seeing 13 following their boat. And then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
You know, the Ocean County Sheriff, that drone unit, they have an industrial grade drone. They put it up. They were tracking one of these drones, Elizabeth, and they said this thing easily evaded them, disappeared out of thin air. So, you know, to me, it's if this is not our military, then it's even more scary, and we need answers, frankly.
We are living in a fucking movie. Like, how many of you have seen Independence Day? The first one, the only one. Like, this is starting to remind me of that shit right there. Where's Bill Pullman at? Bill Pullman, can you at least be president until Trump takes over on the 20th? Can we get Bill Pullman in here to give us a fucking speech? That's what we need. Will Smith, this is your redemption arc right here. Will Smith, we don't need you to slap an alien. We're going to need you to punch an alien. Jeff Goldblum, where you at? That's what we need. That's what it feels like right now. This shit is wild. It's out of control. So you got like, this guy's like, yeah, there's 50 of them. First of all, how do you know there's 50? But okay, whatever. Then you got this guy right here. Okay, hang on. You got this guy right here.
Did a drone fly over your house and you shoot at it? I'm going to be real blunt with you and ask.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, why'd you shoot at it?
Because I thought it was somebody and turn around playing games on my house.
I got you. Where did you see the drone at?
Right above me.
What, can you walk out and just kind of show me?
Right there.
Sitting straight above it?
Straight above me.
Do you have any idea?
Hovered, lowered some kind of cord down or something, turned around and sent something back up. And then after it was shot at, it turned around and went north.
Gotcha. Okay. What'd you shoot at it with?
9mm.
Okay.
Oh, this is an old video? I've never seen this. So this is from June? Is that correct? Well, still, this guy's awesome, and we're going to keep watching.
All right.
How much trouble am I in?
Quite a bit. You've been honest with me. I'm going to be honest with you. Quite a bit, actually. So there's a federal charge that goes along with it. There's a felony charge that goes along with it. That's kind of like where we're.
Why is he holding his arms like that? Hang on. We got to back this up. We got to back this up.
Well, am I in?
Quite a bit. You've been honest with me. I'm going to be honest with you. Quite a bit, actually. So there's a federal charge that goes along with it. There's a felony charge that goes along with it. That's kind of like where we're at.
Okay.
Okay.
What happens and what?
Well, before we continue this conversation, I'm really just for you being honest. You really just took me off guard. I'm not.
What am I going to do? I'm going to lie.
True. All right, sir. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
You're putting me under arrest.
I'm just going to arrange you the Miranda warning just so I can get it out. That way you and I can continue our conversation, okay?
I understand the Miranda warning. I don't have to speak to you unless I want an attorney. Okay.
I got you. Let me just read you this real quick, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay, so we don't want to hear that. But anyway, that guy seems like a cool-ass dude. Now, we've got CNN has decided to get into the party right here. Here's CNN, everyone.
Adam Kyle is over here. He's going to operate this drone. Take off, Adam. We can. So this is what
this is also an agricultural drone. So normally not fly at night.
Okay. So one of the things we keep hearing from people, from citizens and politicians, is they see things in the sky that are the size of cars, and they're very concerned and scared. First of all, can you tell how big a drone is when it's in the sky?
No, the most amazing thing is that's going to look larger to us here standing on the ground than it did when it was sitting on the ground, and it's going to look smaller on your screen where you take the video. So it depends on perspective.
That guy is now in prison for 15 years, says default anonymous. Is that true? Can someone confirm that for me? Can someone confirm that if that's real? That's the first time I saw that video.
Some of these things. Adam is moving it side to side right now. Airplanes can move side to side with the pilot there. So maybe they are drones that are being seen.
Oh, I believe people are seeing a lot of drones since Thanksgiving because
You
they're
made
putting
that
up
up?
their
Okay.
personal drones. And again, once those are in the sky, it's very hard to differentiate one aircraft from another.
How do you know it's not China or
That's the danger of somebody like me that reads the chat and interacts with everybody. You never know. But of course, I did find out that was an old video by reading the chat as well.
Iran doing?
Well, the reason I know is because they would turn the lights off because those lights are on that drone so another aircraft doesn't hit it. And so a pilot in the sky can avoid it. And it is not put there for us on the ground to be able to see them.
So what do you think's going on right now with all these reports, though? I mean, there are serious politicians who are saying these should be shot down.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to shoot this down because if you hit the lipo battery, you might set the whole forest on fire or your house or hurt someone. But what you want to, and it's illegal, but really, you don't really need to be afraid of the drones, even if there are drones up there. I think what's happening is people are seeing what's known as the parallax effect, which makes planes look like they are not moving. We teach this here as part of our program.
But you're saying bad actors can use satellites to get information. They don't need drones to do that. So finally, do you have any worries whatsoever?
I have no worries. I'm going to sleep very well this entire month and enjoy Christmas.
So there you have CNN. And now we have this tweet right here from President-elect Donald Trump, who, as I said, he has more information than he is going to let on. And that doesn't mean he's lying or anything like that. He's getting top tier security clearance now. So he clearly does know more than he's going to let on. With that said, that's why you should take this even more seriously when he says this. Mystery drone sightings all over the country. Can this really be happening without our government's knowledge? I don't think so. Let the public know, and now. Otherwise, shoot them down. So there you go. So he don't think so. He don't think so. So there you go. So we'll see. And he says shot instead of shoot them down. Let's see. Yeah, well, hey, we all know how he does his tweets anyway. He doesn't even type his own tweets up, so we know about that. With that said, this story is absolutely out of, like, this is just out of a fucking movie. It really is. And I'm pretty hooked on, you know, continuing to watch all of this. Now, there's another video, and again, if this is I don't know if I just saw this on Twitter. So right here,
one of those huge drones just crashed in Hillsborough, New Jersey, with what looked to be hazmat and police officers surrounding the location of where it crashed. I'm not sure as to how it crashed, but this is crazy because where it crashed is located near the same exact spot of which my friend had been arrested just last week. Do keep in mind, apparently he was arrested because he was flying his drone in a no-fly zone. But he was trying to fly his drone up to 3 different drones that were hovering above his home. And when my friend's drone got close to those drones, his drone got hit with some kind of weird pulse, which caused his drone to lose power and crash. And according to his wife, the FBI had actually seized that drone technology of his. There's a guy right now that's recording all of this right now. I'll tag him down below. I'm not sure if you'll still see the live when you see this video, but he's right near the location of where it had crashed. There's tons of police officers surrounding the area, and there's tons of news stations reporting upon it right now as well. But you can see what looks to be like a mobile command center on his live as well. It's fucking weird. But the craziest part is that the people at the Lowe's across the street from where it had crashed actually reported that when the drone, if we're still calling it that, had crashed, apparently electricity in the area, especially inside of Lowe's, started going crazy.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
People that were shopping at that time were reporting that lights in Lowe's were flickering like crazy. And I still don't understand as to how there isn't any answer as to what they could be and why our government doesn't seem to know. But this situation keeps getting more and more confusing by the day. And if they recovered something from that crash site, I want to know what it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pressing X for doubt on that one. But again, I wanted to play it because I did see that one going around earlier. This is fascinating, and I like that there's all of these speculative videos out there and shit. So this is all fun. It's interesting, and I don't know what to think outside of the fact that get all the bullshit away from the situation. I believe that it's our government involved for sure. I absolutely believe that. I don't know if Elon Musk has made any comments on this at this point in time. I haven't seen any comments from Elon. Let's see. What is this? Oh, yeah, there was another one I wanted to show you guys. So people are apparently shooting. Again, take these videos with a grain of salt because I'm not sure if when it comes to videos on the internet, it's hard to tell what's real and what's not real, what's been photoshopped, all this shit. But like, you've got this one right here. Where did it go? I don't know why I can't find it now. There was a are they being taken down? Maybe I saw there was some video of people shooting at them. But I'm not seeing it right now in my bookmarks, so I don't know if it was deleted or what. Right here is one that I'll show you guys. Let's see here. Now, Alpha Fox tends to post bullshit sometimes. The drones over New Jersey now appear to be shooting something. How is this not a threat? See, I'm not buying this one at all. Okay, that's fucking fake. I haven't even watched that one yet. That is fake as shit. Alpha Fox is 50-50 on the shit he posts, so I'm not buying that one at all. That is a fucking meme. So Drama Alert had one earlier where people were shooting at them reportedly. Yep. See, okay. So it got community noted. The one that I was talking about got community noted. This video is digitally altered to include gunshot tracers and sounds. So again, this is why you got to be very careful with all of this shit you see on the internet because people are going to be manipulating it and twisting it and all of that. So that one got community noted. And look, I've always been critical of community notes, but honestly, man, community notes actually is a really good thing because there's so much shit on the internet. So it's actually good. I know I've always said it's like an internet hall monitor, but it actually does help you out a lot because so many people are out there trying to get information out there that's just not true. So let's see. Papa Locks is just like you. What do you mean just like me? What the fuck you talking about? Fuck you got to say? Come on. Say it with your chest. Don't say it like a bitch. Be specific. Come on. Say it. What you got? Got a problem with me grifting? Got a problem with me being a grifter? He's a grifter. He just wants super chats. He just wants super chats. Yeah, motherfucker. I'm on the internet so people will click on my video. I'm on the internet so people will watch my video. Yes, I like when people send me super chats. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Now, I do have more news that I want to talk about, okay? Because I think this is very interesting. And before we get into this next story, we're going to talk about, we're going to read a couple of these super chats that I love so very much, all right? I don't know if he commented back. Did he comment back? Let's see. Where's he at? I don't see it. Anyway. All right. Let's see. Marsh Cario says, is it just me? Or Jeremy been acting more gay since the election? Just kidding. Merry Christmas. Anyways, I could be retarded, but is there a CobraCast Discord? Probably not, since it's run by furries. Well, we have a Geeks and Gamers Discord, and then we have a CobraCast section within that one. So if you want to join the Geeks and Gamers Discord, then we have a CobraCast section within there for sure. Eric Heffelfinger for 10 says, saw an unlikely but logical theory. The drones are setting up a missile defense system for World War III, and our government doesn't want to say it publicly. Okay. Bilbo T. Baggins says, hail, Jeremy and Snake Pit. Well, Jeremy, I started watching Landman today. It's fucking amazing. Really happy I decided to check it out. Jeremy Prime for President 2028. Watch Landman if you have not, guys. I'm telling you, it's so damn good. I love it so much. It's a fantastic series. Shadow Saiyan says, is Cobra Commander taking over? We could only hope. We could only hope. Temples T says, keep talking about drones. Be scared of the drones. Don't talk about debt, World War III, Briggs or Epstein. Look at the drones. The panicked death throes of the deep state and mainstream media. Hey, I mean, the reason I'm talking about it is because Trump talked about it. If Trump didn't make the comment, I wouldn't have focused on it. When Trump puts a signal on it, yeah, I'm 100% going to focus on it. JB username, because if Trump didn't want us talking about it, he wouldn't have tweeted about it. JB username says, just popping in to say that Family Man 2000 is more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard. I saw Family Man a long time ago with Nicolas Cage. I don't recall it being like, I mean, it's definitely like, it is a Christmas movie for sure, but like, I don't remember how much of a Christmas movie I recall it being, but it's more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard. Absolutely. But that's not hard since Die Hard's not a fucking Christmas movie. The Raven and Writing Deaths for a member message 3 months. Thank you. The Bob That God Made says, why would anyone believe the drones are Iranian? They literally lost their president because they can't keep their helicopters in the air. Let's see here. Where are we at? Nandy says, as incompetent as the Department of Justice, by extension, the FBI is, I refuse to believe Iran is behind the drones. It is our government. Southeastern Kaiju says, don't know why I can't quit you, gay Remy. No homo. JL23 says, I live in South Jersey. All of this is happening about 30 to 45 minutes from me. This shit is wild. A lot of them are planes, though. B. Carswell says, there's a video of people shooting at the... Yeah, I found that. Well, I don't know if that's the only video that I saw. And so apparently it's not real. Saint Nick. There we go. You got to be careful when you... I'm just saying, you got to be careful when you say some of these, okay? Just saying. Sip of aqua to the hardest working homo in streaming. Warbear says, my guess is that this is a Space Force activity. Ministry of Wrong Think says, theory, they're unmanned jets with HOV engines. Mr. T says, hey, Jeremy, started a wrestling pod, was wondering if you could come on sometime in 25. Maybe I can email you for details. Merry Christmas. Shoot me an email. Jake Stanley says, is the end of 2020. It's the end of 2024. Let's send in the drones. Eric K says, Biden did not mind the China balloons. Why would he care about the drones doing what knows what? It's true. Jeremy, as former president, Trump is read in on anything he wants. Former presidents can have the minutes and briefings of everything. It is a fail-safe. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier, but to get the membership. Shadow Sand says, Jeremy, admit Die Hard is a Christmas movie or give Beardo a genuine compliment. Beardo's a great guy. I Lucifer 1999 says the mothership is preparing the alien anal probes. Space Comma Digger says mothership, don't they mean birthing person ship? That's right. We have to be politically correct with our aliens. Gung Ho Max says, where are the father ships? Must be black. Polish Prince for the new membership. Thank you. Grand Potato says Biden is trying his damnedest to start World War III. I don't come in peace says I'm coming for you, Jeremy. Vinny TV Adventure says greetings from the Netherlands. The Netherlands. Thank you. And there's Brock's 50 gifted memberships. Let's go. Thank you, Brock. You mad lad. Axel Jensen says, did Elon just confirm he is an alien? Not quite. John Underwood. What's up, John Underwood? Haven't seen you in a while, brother. Says it's DARPA. Hope you're doing well, man. Philip Johnson says, in other news, I turned 30 today. Hail the 199. Well, happy birthday, Philip Johnson. Space Comma Digger says, aliens, we come in peace. Jeremy, I'm peace. Nandy says, drones look like the military-industrial complex testing our new equipment. Axel Jensen says, never talk to cops. Pat Patriot says, this has got to be the most incompetent administration of all time. Pretty damn bad, isn't it? Ministry of Wrong Thing says, I'm a dumbass. I meant VTOL engines, not HOV. LOL. It's all good. We're all a little retarded around here. Pony Tony says, old guy just had to pay $5,000 to Walmart. Is that what happened? Okay. Well, at least he's not in jail for 15 years. No Face says, Jeremy's gone full Lookner. Never go full Lookner. Not until I start foaming at the mouth over TDS and shit like that. Or I can say, I used to watch Lookner a while back, and then it was clear that agenda-free TV was clearly agenda TV. Nandy says, bro's eyebrows are more non-existent than Jer's. Southeastern Kaiju says, Florida man who shot Walmart drone has to pay $5,000. Burnt Poet says, began watching Cobra Cast over Daily Wire since election night for Trump coverage because you speak on social implications, not just political party. Thanks. Hey, man, I appreciate that. That is awesome. Eddie says, can you invite Zealand to Tuesday Night's Main Event or Cobra Cast? I think she was on like Friday Night Tights one time. I think. I don't know her, though. Knights of Ben says, ho, ho, ho. Now I have a machine gun. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, Jeremy. If that's all it takes to make something a Christmas movie, then, then we have really redefined what a Christmas movie is. Shadow Sand says, show Haba or admit Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I will show Haba for sure. Charles Ratcliffe says, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It is a Bruce Willis movie. Landman is awesome. Landman is awesome. It is awesome. Hopefully all of you guys will go check it out. Now, here's what I want to talk about. Because something interesting is going on right now. Something very, very interesting indeed. And I think that we should discuss some of these details because maybe it's nothing, but I think there's something going on here, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron James steps away from Lakers due to personal reasons, feeling gassed. And they don't know when he's going to return. Los Angeles Lakers head coach JJ Redick said Thursday that LeBron James is away from the team due to personal reasons. What could those personal reasons be, LeBron? Only a few days after Jay-Z gets caught up in the Diddy mess, all of a sudden, LeBron James, who's admitted in the past that he's been to Diddy parties, suddenly LeBron James needs to take some personal reasons or take some time away from basketball for personal reasons. Very interesting indeed. And I don't know how this is all going to play out. Turning 40 later this month, it seems fair that Father Time may just be sneaking up on the NBA's all-time scoring leader. I don't think they get into any of the specifics right here, but man, this thing is getting pretty bad with the Diddy stuff right here. Okay. Like it's getting bad.
These three lawsuits filed by men, and I'm not saying that I favor men over women. I'm saying it's just very rare for men to come forward and discuss potential sexual assault. All right. To say that they were drugged and raped by Combs. The lawyer representing them says he turned down dozens of other claims. Why? He didn't know that they were winners. So why these cases? All right, lawsuit number one. Man claims he went to a party at Diddy's home in the Hamptons 2020. Says he was given a drink, began to fade in and out, one drink. And Diddy and his associates sodomized him and took turns raping him. Lawsuit number two. Man says he met Diddy 2019 at a nightclub, invited back to his hotel. Diddy gave him a drink. Guy says it made him sick. Diddy told him to lie down and said to others, he's ready to party. When he woke up, the man said he was lying naked on his stomach. Diddy was sodomizing him, and a man and woman were recording it. Next morning, one of Diddy's associates...
A man and a woman recording it. Who could that man be? Who could that woman be? What I do know, at least what I feel in my humble opinion, is that I believe that this is why people like Beyonce and other celebrities were so adamant about Kamala Harris winning this election. They were very adamant about Kamala Harris winning this election. And of course, that didn't happen. And now a lot of these left-wing activists are running scared because they know that their protection did not or is not going to continue on.
Associates gave him $2,500 cash on behalf of Diddy. Lawsuit number three. Man who worked for Diddy says in 2020 he went to his hotel room for a meeting. Diddy made him a drink, made him very tired. Diddy told him to take a nap. When he woke up, Diddy was sodomizing him. When he tried to resist, Diddy told him he was almost done. Afterwards, Diddy told him he was going to the police. His going to the police would make him look like an idiot because he'd never be able to substantiate his claims. He also says Diddy's entourage called and threatened him to stay quiet. Diddy's attorneys responded to the three lawsuits. These complaints are full of lies. We're going to prove them false. and seek sanctions against every unethical lawyer who filed fictional claims against him. The attorney for these three that I just detailed is Thomas Gifford, and he joins me now.
So you've got all of that. Now, as I've said many times, another Diddy associate, Usher, appeared on The View. This is before Diddy got arrested. He appeared on The View, and this happened.
And I think that behooves artists to come out and speak for Kamala against Donald Trump, because he is an existential threat to the country. What do you say to that?
You know what? I don't get too deep into politics. I didn't get a chance to watch the debate last night. I obviously have been watching like everybody else. I think voting is an individual choice. And I think that you're right. You have to look at the reality of the country that we are and the country that we want to be, and find the candidate that you feel both are who fits the category of where we want to be. And that's it. And that's what you vote based off of, who you highlight and how you choose to highlight it on whatever platform you have is your prerogative.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We're all clapping for Usher right there. And all of a sudden, then guess what happened? I got to pull it up on another screen. Usher then, after Diddy gets arrested, Usher wipes out his entire Twitter account. Okay, claims that it's that he got hacked. But this happened right here. Here we go.
I love you more, but I love Kamala Harris even more.
So suddenly, whenever Diddy gets arrested, all of a sudden, Usher has to go and put her over like that. Absolutely insane. So this is crazy, dude. So I'm not really sure how this is all going to play out moving forward. I don't know if here I'm going to have to right there. I don't know if we're going to get any answers anytime soon, but man, with LeBron James taking personal time away right when all of this stuff with Jay-Z happens, when you know that there are ties to Diddy and all of that. And then you've got from the UFC, you got Kobe Covington saying this right here.
I'm going to start this off, since I'm the man of the hour, the man of the show. I want to ask LeBron, what does he mean by there's no party like a Diddy party? I truly want to know. And not only that, LeBron, how many Diddy parties have you actually been to? I'm really curious to know. And is that the reason you left social media? Because all the backlash you were getting for going to so many Diddy parties? It's just pathetic, man. People think this guy's a role model. He wants to defund the police, the most patriot people of America, serving and protecting our country. LeBron, you're a fucking scumbag, and I hope you get locked up in the same cell with Diddy.
Yes! Let's go! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about, man. That's the type of attitude we need. So again, that is why I bring all of this up with LeBron James and his taking time away from the Lakers for personal reasons, because it's clear that he's got something to hide. Okay? He's clearly got something to hide. What is that? I don't know. Hang on a minute. What is this? All right, now this is I don't know what I'm about to watch here. I don't know what I'm going to watch here.
Diddy's queen is actually LeBron. LeBron got Diddy's name tattooed on his arm for
No, there's no way this is true.
a $100 million deal. At Diddy's party, LeBron was invited by Diddy to enter a mysterious room. This room is forbidden to bring any electronic devices and is full of hidden surveillance cameras. Diddy offered to buy LeBron's body for $100 million and film things that LeBron did not want to be made public. In order to protect his public image, LeBron asked Diddy not to make the video he filmed public. Diddy agreed and asked LeBron to be his toy. Since then, LeBron has said that Diddy's party is the best party in the world. Even at a concert, 50 Cent mentioned, This is why I don't go to Diddy's party, because these people always want other people to fight back. With the news of Diddy's arrest, LeBron realized that he had to take action to rescue this former ally. He didn't want more scandals to be exposed because this might further damage his image. After all, the current #1 on the list has given him a headache. This has led to people wondering if he is an accomplice of P. Diddy. Diddy?
I love how good this all is. I don't know if that shit's true or not. I have no idea. But either way, you all deserve this. Let me remind all of you that in 2016, LeBron James went to Ohio, his home state, and campaigned for Hillary Clinton. Let me remind you that Donald Trump won Ohio in 2016, and that really pissed off LeBron James because LeBron James found out that Donald Trump was more popular in his home state than he was. And that really, you're talking about an egomaniac. LeBron James is an egomaniac, okay? An egomaniac. So the fact that Trump was more popular than him in his own home state, the fact that he couldn't flip his own home state for Hillary because he didn't have the pull, pissed him off. Let me also remind you that before Jussie Smollett, LeBron James did a fake hate crime in California. Let me see if I can find this one really quick. LeBron James fake hate crime, maybe? This is a long time ago, man. I know Outkick the Coverage had this. Yep, right here. So this is 2017. 2017 right here. Here we go on Outkick the Coverage. Let me expand this out a little bit here. Okay. Los Angeles police still have no info 6 months after alleged LeBron racist graffiti. 6 months ago, LeBron James reported racist graffiti had been spray painted on the gate of his $21 million Los Angeles mansion. Man, America is so racist, LeBron. America is so fucking racist that you have a $21 million mansion. The sports media immediately fell over themselves to pronounce LeBron a heroic victim and cast the blame upon a presumed racist white person. At Outkick, we took some heat from the usual media circles for suggesting we should wait to see who was responsible for the graffiti before we utilize this allegation to provide further evidence that our world view was correct. Well, in the wake of multiple fake racism stories exploding on the national scene in the past several weeks, you had Michael Bennett in Las Vegas. Remember that Vegas incident proved to be a liar. And you had several other situations. If you remember this time period, there was a lot of fake racism claims out there because they couldn't actually find any real racism. I thought it made sense to reach back to the Los Angeles Police Department and find out the latest on the LeBron racist graffiti investigation. And the Los Angeles Police Department email update to me was pretty eye-opening. Good afternoon, and thank you for your inquiry. We have heard nothing further in regards to the incident since it happened back in May of last year. I know detectives were investigating, but no further probably information was provided to us. Usually with something high profile or newsworthy, we are provided follow-up information to give out the media when it's available. Check back with us. So all this comes down to is they claimed that someone went to LeBron's house and spray painted racist graffiti on his gate or whatever. Before the police got there, they had already covered it up. Even though they called in a crime scene, before the police got there, they had already covered up the racist graffiti, his boys or his people. And of course, the sports media ran with this and claimed that some white person with probably a Trump hat spray painted racist graffiti on LeBron James' house. And of course, that made continue to drive the racial division up in this country. But the fact is they never actually showed any evidence of it ever happening. LeBron James then gave his fucking speech saying that he's scared for his son can't leave the house without fearing for his life and some bullshit like that. So I'm just telling you, LeBron James stepping away for personal reasons right after Jay-Z gets caught up and after Diddy's been caught up. There might be something to it. We shall see, but it's very, very interesting indeed. And to be fair, yes, LeBron James has come. LeBron James, he's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He is a phenomenal athlete. He's a legendary figure. No doubt about that. He is at 40 years old. He's definitely at he's in the last leg of his career. So yes, it could simply just be that his body is giving out on him. That is something that needs to be noted. But I find it to be very, very interesting with the timing of all this. Also, I'm not sure how long ago that Colby Covington thing was. I don't think that was much. I don't think that was long ago. I think that was fairly recent. So we shall see. We shall see. But fuck LeBron James. He's a piece of shit. He's a horrible person. The media has protected him. LeBron James is a racist. He's a fake victim. He pushes racial division like crazy. He pushes his BLM nonsense. He's mad because Hillary didn't win. He's mad because Kamala didn't win. And he's mad that Donald Trump is more popular than him. And that really does hurt his ego. And that's the bottom line on that. Fuck LeBron James. Can't stand him, dude. Can't stand him. Okay. Marlena says, had jury duty this week. Pre-selection question. What news source do you listen to? My answer, D-Day Cobra. I selected. Coincidence? That is awesome. So you got selected because your news source is D-Day Cobra. That's actually one of my favorite super chats of the night. That is fantastic. Holy crap. So what's your source of news? Where do you get news from? D-Day Cobra in the snake pit. They're like, oh, you're selected. That's good stuff right there. You love to see it. The Buzz CJC says Lethal Weapon 1 is the best Christmas movie. Eric K says LaKaren is looking for new diddler parties. Yo Jitsu says, what about Gremlins? It's themed around Christmas. Yeah, I really need to rewatch Gremlins. It's been a long time since I watched Gremlins, so I really don't remember Gremlins. I remember I liked it as a kid, but I don't remember it. Marmillan on Rumble for 10 says Community Notes is fucking awesome. You should see the notes they get when they post pro-commie bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just take the L on that one. I was wrong about Community Notes. They still do annoy me from time to time, but I gotta give credit where credit's due on that. Just because of the nature of the internet and everything like that, it just makes sense. JB username says there's an independent contractor on miscellaneous 99 that's going to make bank. I wanted to say 199 just because, you know. Thank you for the 20. Saint Nick says best part of Florida man arrest video when they put the cuffs on. He's jokingly says I can't breathe. Did he really? What a fucking hero. What a hero. Let's see. Nandy says, can't stand Cuomo. I don't care that he has seen the light. I don't know if he's seen the light. Cuomo's a good reporter when he's actually being a reporter and covering things, but I'll never see him outside of the light that I saw him in, though. And he'll never be able to overcome that. For me, anyway. Fentanyl Floyd says, hilarious to see rap fans realize their icons are turning out to be huge gays. Yeah, real gangsta sucking dudes. Yeah, the rap game is it's pretty bad. Grand Potato says, I solved the mystery of the drones. They belong to Diddy and they have been delivering baby oil to his associates. Lucifer says Diddy drone sending anal sodomy probes and baby oil. Nandy says, as much as I hate LeBron James, he's taking a break in part to Bronny being roasted into high heaven. Also, no party like a Diddy party. What's been going on with Bronny, James? Is that? Do you think that's what it is? Ministry of Wrong Thing says, is LeBron the Diddy or the Diddy diddler? I don't want to know the answer to that question, to be honest with you. Grand Potato says, there is a throwaway line in the movie Madagascar. The zebra says the lemur's party reminds him of a puffy party. I haven't seen Madagascar in a long time. Nandy says, not sports wars, but NBA never recovered from Summer of Love propaganda, and LeBron James is the face of that. I agree completely. Let's see. Is it Nader Regis? Is that how I say that? I'm a Christian and I like Shad, and like Shad, most of us don't want to restrict art in any form. Be safe and Merry Christmas. Hey, thank you. Well, I agree with that. I mean, I think censorship is always a bad idea. I am 100% against censorship in terms of, like, you know, if I don't have to worry about the rules of another platform. Now, when I say I'm 100% against censorship, I also think that there's a place for things. So, like, for instance, and I guess I'm curious if people think that if my stance is, do you call this censorship? I don't want porn on, like, Twitter and Facebook and public social media. I'm not saying ban porn. I'm saying I don't want it on social media. I don't think that actual porn should be on Twitter. I don't. I think it should be where where they want it, where it's, place where adults can go and watch it. But I do not think that it should be on Twitter. Now, if that is, I don't think that that's censorship, but someone may call that censorship. I just think that that's not a place where, like, we're going to define Twitter and Facebook and social media as the public square. Well, the public square doesn't have nudity and hardcore sex. So that's my stance on it. I really wish it was not on Twitter. I don't think that it should be on Twitter. I appreciate that Elon tries to make it as free speech as possible, but if it's the true town square, the town square doesn't have porn. It just absolutely doesn't. But outside of that, like, I'm not for censoring things. I do think that certain things need to be in their lane, and there might need to be a few extra hoops to jump through to see certain things, but I don't think things should be censored. Let's see. Chartart says, everyone will remember Juicy's hoax in Chicago, but never forget that B. Wallace claimed that a garage, Bubba Wallace claimed that a garage pulley was a noose and NASCAR marched with him. I haven't forgotten that one. I at all. Because I'm a NASCAR fan, and I used to be a NASCAR fan, but Bubba Wallace and NASCAR in general has just ruined themselves over that. Jeremy's eyebrow says, how many diddlers could Diddy diddle? I don't want to know the answer to that question. Let's see. In public, people need to cover up. I 100%. That's my stance on it, man. Like, we just don't need to. If Twitter's the public square, then let's treat it like the public square. And pornography should not be in the public square under any circumstances, in my humble opinion. Agreed. Thank you. I think most people agree with that take. I think that it's kind of insane. Like, I'm not saying that you should believe in, you can believe whatever you want. I am a person that I don't care what people believe. I don't care what people say. I don't care what they do. I don't care who they worship. I don't care who they sleep with, as long as you don't try to enforce that on other people. And as long as you don't come at it from an elitist standpoint, I truly do not care. It does not matter to me, because we're all trying to figure out the game of life. We all believe what we believe. We have our faith. Some people don't have faith, whatever. We all believe something, and we all will ultimately find out if we've chosen right or if we believed right. None of us truly know until we are going to find out. And so there's no need to take a superiority complex to that, or anything like that. Now, with all that said, I think that if you just look at, the Bible, and if you look at the Christian faith, I think that there's a lot of great guidelines that you can objectively look at and go, these are pretty good fundamental rules for life, regardless if you actually believe or not. I think if you're an honest person about it, and if you're being objective, you can look at this and go, there's some basic fundamentals here that are just good for life. That, yeah, this is, and so, pornography being widely available to everyone is not good for anyone. JRG Project says, the drones are clearly not Iranian or Russian. Iran doesn't have the capability, and Russia has other issues. As for their origin, it's probably our military, and they just slipped up revealing them. I 100% think it's our military. Granola Grin says, I watched Gremlins with my 5-year-old nephew recently. He told me it's one of his favorite Christmas movies, and anyone who disagrees is a fig. It's been so long. Maybe one of these days I'll be able to get back around to watching that. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Smash the melee button, if you don't mind. And yes, I do have subscriptions on Twitter now. I have 2 subscribers on Twitter. So we're basically unstoppable right now. I don't know what I'm even going to do with that, so don't feel obligated, but it is nice to have it. Like, so right now, here's what let's make my first, let's make my first subscribers only post. Okay. Here we go. I'll show the chat here. All right. So subscribers only. Let's see. I don't even know if this is like. All right, here we go. So subscribers only. Okay. Now let's see what happens here. Now I can show you guys. So I have to refresh. And here's what the subscriber only post is. There's the subscriber only post. Broke back Diddy. And that's a good meme. All right. That's a good meme. Oh, man. Let me see here. Somebody just brought something up. Jeremy, don't you remember if you get 1,000 likes, the stream will crash like before? Man, that's the early days of Geeks and Gamers. The fact that you guys still remember that is absolutely fantastic. So for those that don't remember, back in the day, when I used to stream, because when I started making videos and live streaming on Geeks and Gamers, I was doing that from my Android phone. So I had my primary phone has always been a Note. So I'll as long as there's a Note phone, I'm going to have a Note phone. But I did have a backup phone, and I had a Google Pixel, and I recorded all of my videos from a Google Pixel for all the way up to I think 70,000 subscribers. All of my videos, all of my live streams, I was from a Google Pixel. And during my live streams would always crash from my Google Pixel phone when the stream hit 1,000 likes. This is no bullshit. Like, people in the chat, there's going to be a few people that do remember this. So every time I hit 1,000 likes on my Android, the stream would crash. At one point in time, I tried to get everyone to dislike it and get it to 1,000 dislikes just to see if the 1,000 dislikes would crash the stream. 1,000 dislikes did not crash the stream. So we got all the way through 1,000 dislikes, and it did not crash my stream. I was like, well, there you go. So, but eventually we got it all worked out. So Marmillans for 10 says adult things should be kept to adult sites offerings. Suggestive shit is tough to police, but I agree with that. And I abhor censorship. Yep. I think that's a pretty logical and realistic take, is to not have that stuff on widely available public places. But I 100% disagree. Like, I see a lot of these, I see a lot of the pro-conservative right-wing people, and they're like, ban pornography. It's like, how do you ban? Do you understand? Like, do you understand the precedent that sets? Like, and this is where the kind of the I don't want to call it the woke right, because I don't know if that's necessarily correct, but it's like banning pornography is the same as banning a certain type of gun. When you set that precedent will then continue to move closer and closer and closer to the point where they're just going to take everything. They're going to make it to a point where you can't even hold hands in public if you start opening that fucking door up. That's where you don't set a precedent to do shit like that. So that's why people are so adamant about you're not going to take any of my guns. Because if you ban one of my guns, then guess what? Then you're going to try to ban another, and you're going to ban another, and then you're eventually going to take all of them. Do not set precedents like that. So, you know, so it's just, I think that it should be a lot more difficult to access. That I agree with. It should be a far more difficult to access. Woke right is correct. Maybe. That's a false equivalency, Jeremy. I 100% disagree. It's a false equivalency. I think it's very much in line with what we are dealing with as when you start to give government and agencies that type of power, they will always overshoot, and they will always try, because again, it's all about establishing something. That's the whole point, is once we establish this one thing, then it allows us easier to get to the thing that we truly want. And control is what they ultimately want, not freedom. Let's see. I like milk says I like milk. Well, thank you. Let's see. I lose for gamer words and racial I don't know, are allowed on YouTube, Fig. No, they're not. You can't say, like, I'm not going to go over the list of things you can't say, but again, no need to get the channel in trouble. We're not trying to do that around here. Actual Jason says, we ended Jeremy's streams by getting 100,000 or 1,000 likes on purpose. I remember that. It was so good. Captain J6 says, I don't know why I still watch this, but you are my main source of news. Keep up the good work, Jeremy. Thank you to the Snake Pit, the 199, and the Fig. I don't know why you guys watch either. I do genuinely appreciate it. I don't know why anyone watches this. I really don't. And yet here we are. We're continuing to move forward. Can't be stopped. What is this right here? Oh, is this a New Jersey? Oh, some of the memes from the Naughty Dog game right here. So I don't know how many of you know, obviously I cover a lot of the entertainment stuff over on Geeks and Gamers, but, we had the reveal for the new Naughty Dog game, and it's mega woke, and the memes have been absolutely fantastic. So, oh, God, so great. Holy crap. Okay, I'm trying to look at my news feed and see if there's anything else going on at the moment that we can talk about. What the hell is this? See, there's no community notes on this. But, like, I'm just seeing shit on my feed right now. What is this? I don't believe this. No. Then you're putting the fucking music over it and all that. I don't think that's real. I don't think that's real at all. And again, this is where community notes can literally save the day, because a lot of this stuff that people are posting, and then it gets repurposed, and people seem to think it's real. Let's see. I just see this from Hypnotic. IGN is imploding. Quite a beautiful thing to witness. Kat Bailey says, well, this is it. Today is my last day at IGN. It's been an incredible ride, and I'll miss everyone so much, especially the incredible newsies, Alex, Wes, and Reb. I'll be focusing on my pod and personal projects, but open to work too. IGN, IGN is I want to be clear, like, I don't like IGN at all, but IGN has always been, like, the thing that I have said, like, we're going to make Geeks and Gamers the new IGN. We're going to take over IGN, all of that. We got a long way to go, but IGN is continuing to collapse. So I'm always happy to see IGN fucking weirdos. Basically, find me a Trump supporter at IGN. I bet you can't do it. You know why? Because they don't exist. Now, should that be a defining characteristic of someone? No, but I can find a bunch of left-wing fucking retards at IGN. And if that's the whole point, is that you're hiring people and you're allowing them to talk their politics, why can't I find a fucking Trump supporter? Why can I only find left-wing fucking pronoun and bio weirdos, but I can't find a Trump supporter that works for your company? Explain that to me, IGN. We all know why. We all know exactly why. So I'm glad that they're struggling and having some problems, because they deserve it, because they are the legacy media. And along with Kotaku, who's been struggling, and independent media continuing to rise up. And that's what we like to see. So I'm happy to see that. Oh, okay. Hang on. Oh, the drones are out of control, guys. Okay, we've got footage. Breaking news, lady. I'm going to go Steve Lookner. Breaking news, everyone. Breaking news. We have a drone spotted, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Drone spotted right here. Breaking news, everyone. Breaking news. Drones have taken President Biden. Breaking news. Thank you, mods. Thank you so much to the mods. Somebody in the chat's gonna be like, Jeremy, that doesn't look real. Okay. I'm just letting you know that doesn't look real. Now there's some more interesting news to talk about that I didn't get to earlier. Now, I don't know if this has been confirmed, although really good sources have talked about this. So I'm going to be using them as my source of information. But right here, let me find it. And it was, yeah, right here. Okay. So according to the New York Post, a government watchdog report reveals that the FBI spied on its incoming director and future boss, Kash Patel. Are you kidding me? So the fucking FBI is spying on their future boss. Hey, go for it. Thank you for doing this, because he is going to go scorched earth. That's old? What do you mean it's old? I mean, it was 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I know that the FBI has been spying on a lot of people from the Trump administration, but I didn't know they were spying on Kash Patel. I had not heard that from a confirmed source until today. So continue doing that, please. I am really happy that they are doing this and putting themselves, because all you're doing is building the case for why Trump and his team is going to go in there and just absolutely destroy the FBI. If you have any faith in the FBI, I don't know what the hell you're doing. I really don't. Because they are corrupt as hell. Okay. Next up we have, let's see. He said it on Sean Ryan. Okay. I haven't seen a Sean Ryan episode. Then we have this right here. So, Donald Trump and ABC's George Slopadopoulos, as Trump calls him, must sit in a 4-hour deposition next week. This is part of Trump's lawsuit against ABC for Slopadopoulos saying that Trump graped E.G. Carroll. So that is happening next week. Also, I think a week from today is when Trump is set to speak at the Turning Point USA event. And that's going to be very interesting, because that's going to be basically his first rally style speech that he's given since becoming the president-elect. And I think that's going to be a really big deal, actually. And we're going to be covering that the whole time. I saw this meme, and it's funny because it's Ric Flair, and Ric Flair is a legend, and so we're going to play it. When my wife gets mad at me because I call the waitress, or because the waitress called me hun, me.
I can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, can dance all night long. I can't help it. I can't.
Yes. Dude, Ric Flair is a fucking legend. If you know, you know. There's nobody like the nature boy, Ric Flair. Well,
Can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, woo, can dance all night long. I can't help it.
Let's go. Oh man, Ric Flair memes are absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's talk about something real quick. Let's talk about something that's going on the fucking internet. The internet's something else, man. So pictures of Sydney Sweeney have been making the rounds on Twitter today. And these are pictures that are her in a bathing suit, and it's not a photo shoot. And I am seeing people say that she's basically mid when she doesn't have all of her makeup on and a photo shoot and all of that. And I'm like, what are we talking about? What in the hell is happening right now? So people are literally going viral for tweeting these images out and saying she doesn't look good. There. Okay? All women are catfishes. The question is to what degree? If that's Sydney Sweeney on a bad day, bro. If that's Sydney Sweeney on a bad day, then I am sorry. Here, let's see. You want me to enhance? Why would you want me to enhance? Just curious. Why would you want me to enhance? There we go. If that's a bad day, then okay. Well, bad lighting, bad camera, still a knockout. Yes. So there you go right there. Sydney Sweeney apparently is mid according to the internet now. Keep it there. Almost done. All right. So for research, I have seen those images going crazy. And I'm like, what the hell is happening right now? Mar Millen says, let's see, Prohibition gave us subsidized milk industry, which led to billions of cheese being stored in bunkers that we pay out the ass for. To this day, we're paying for 1950s Prohibition. Mar Millen dropping information. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Also, thank you guys for 95,000 followers on Twitter. I appreciate that too. That is super freaking cool. JB username says Rigger199 signing off here. If my son was gay, I'd be happy to call you my son-in-law. Keep on keeping on. Thank you for the 20. I appreciate it. Let's see where we at here. Captain J6, I think I got that one. Juan Guitar, Gooter. Is that how it is? Gutier? The hardest working man on the tubes. Great source of info with news and entertainment. I do what I can, and I do appreciate it. Let's see. Shadow Sand says Mahler did a whole EFAP stream of the words that you can't say on YouTube. It's pretty funny. Nandy says thoughts on the on less attacks on Hegseth these days. I think he goes through. Yeah, I think that this is the Pete Hegseth situation is a testament to stay the fucking course, man. When the heat is on, you have got to stand firm and stand tall. And if you're not willing to back down, and if you truly haven't done anything, then you have to stand your ground, and there's nothing these freaks can do. Their whole point is that they are trying to find weakness. They're trying to find weakness, and they want people to back down. And this is why the Matt Gaetz thing does bother me, man. It bothers me that Matt Gaetz just backed down so quickly. And it just says, like, do you really? I mean, again, I think everybody has like shit they're not proud of, but it's like, did you actually have some shit that you were like worried about that gets exposed? And, you know, it's just like, I don't know, man, but like they were really trying to take Hegseth down, and he stood his ground, and he did not back down. And now a lot of the attacks are starting to slow down. I don't think that they're going to slow down completely, but I think that you're going to see they have slowed down for sure. Let's see. Armin Pack says that they used to call T far right evangelicals. Jeremy, Lucifer says, should gamer words be allowed on YouTube? Should gamer words be allowed on YouTube? Zero restriction? Yes, 100% they should. Absolutely. Ministry of Wrong Thing says, I saw someone say yesterday that there was a Chinese satellite failure, and that is allegedly the debris falling down. Shadow Sand says, Merry Christmas, MCU fan. Beep. Axel Jensen says, apparently Pelosi in the face of life alert now. Oh, is the face of life alert now. War Breer says, would. Yeah, I absolutely believe like all words should be allowed on the internet. But, you know, that's not, you know, my decision clearly. But yes, if I had it my way, yeah, all words would be allowed. Say whatever the fuck you want. Who gives a shit? You can't make threats. You can't dox people. But yes, you can just say mean words. Who gives a shit? Words don't hurt. Jeremy, they won't stop using the Krista emojis, says MCU. What was that noise? I don't know. Did you hear something? StreamYards might be messing up. StreamYard sucks. Let's see. That's not 100% true. Milk subsides ended in 80s. It's how we ended up with Got Milk TV ads. The U.S. cheese reserve no longer exists. There we go. Vault 95 says, when gay people see Jeremy, they start chanting, one of us, one of us. Vault 95 says, how do you spend all day on the phone with the top, and the best you can get is stay calm? Seriously, bro. On the phone all day? That was earlier. Sorry, I didn't get that one. Let me see. That one in. All right. Now we got more stuff to talk about. We're not done yet. I knew I wanted to talk about that Sydney Sweeney topic because I knew everybody in the chat would go crazy when I pulled up some pictures of Sydney Sweeney. Also, Tim Apple was at Mar-a-Lago right here. Breaking. Trump hosted Tim Apple at Mar-a-Lago tonight for a dinner. So Jeff Bezos has gone to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump. Mark Zuckerberg has gone to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump. Now you've got Tim Apple going to Mar-a-Lago. So all of the tech giant billionaires are all falling in line, doing what Elon Musk did, and Elon did it before it was popular. And all of these clowns waited until the election. I don't believe any of them. I believe they're all full of shit. I believe that they're all running scared to daddy because they know daddy's home and they know that they need to go and kiss the ring. That's what I believe anyway. So Tim Apple. Yeah, it's Tim Cook. He's the CEO of Apple, but I call him Tim Apple. A lot of people do that. Like they call him Tim Apple. Let's see. I got that one earlier. There's so many bookmarks. You know what, chat? I do love all of you guys. I really do. But it's necessary. Sometimes things are just necessary, okay? This is called tough love, chat. You guys ready for some tough love? Because we can never forget. We can never forget what almost happened. Just remember, we cannot let our guard down. We have to continue to fight, and move forward. Because if we don't, this is what we almost got.
Be hungry? You can get kind of primal. You guys go drag me for this, huh? Okay. Are you in a bar? No. We're rolling. Like, how are you?
I'm great. How you been?
You gotta come on my bus.
I'd love to come on your bus.
You're not like cutting it. You're just
Okay,
peeling
I
it.
actually, believe it or not, do know how to peel. Excuse me.
No, yo, make.
I love camping officer.
We almost got that. We almost got that as our president of the United States of America. That is horrible to think about. That is terrifying to think about. Woo! Goodness, goodness, goodness. But listen, I just wanna acknowledge that the Trump administration, okay, is doing really good work. Border Czar is working the southern border really, really hard. Here is Tom Homan, Border Czar, and he's working the border, guys. He is working on tightening up the border, and I think the guy's doing a good job. And so big shout out to him and Soul Train. Johnny Maga says Tom Homan is securing more than just the southern border. Oh, man. That was just a funny picture. Everybody was going crazy over this one the other day. So I knew I had to share that one with you guys. Look at it. He's like, oh, yeah, sure. I saw someone tweeted it out. They were like, well, no more deportation happening. By the way, new movie coming out. I'm very excited about this movie. And here's the thing, guys. If you've been following me for any significant amount of time, you know that I have I've been very adamant about identity politics and race swapping of characters and everything like that. And I've seen the light. I've seen the light. And I want to apologize for saying that race swapping it should never happen, because representation is important. Representation is one of the most important things in the world, and we need representation, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to react to there's a new trailer coming out, and I hope you will all join me in your excitement. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever!
It is your time to be king.
Keep on back! Keep on back! Keep on back! Keep on back!
I am king of Wakanda.
Wakanda!
Let's go! This is what we need. Representation is important. Representation is what we need. I stand with everyone. I would watch that movie in a minute. I would be there day one to watch this movie. Like that look right here. Look at this look right here. Yes. Yes. Oh, man. Yeah, see, there's so much excitement in the chat. Everybody agrees. This is the movie we all want to see right here. So, oh, man. You love to see it. So there you go. See, we've won over the entire chat. I haven't heard this from Joe Rogan. Oh, by the way, no, this is what I wanted to show you. Okay, so this might be breaking news here for CobraCast. I don't know how many of you have seen this, but we may be breaking the news right here. Now, I can't confirm nor deny if this is real or not, okay? But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I'm like 70-30 that this is real. 70-30. Now, the reason I'm 70-30 is because we do have a little bit of a pattern of behavior here, because we do know that Jill Biden wore red on election day. We know that, okay? There was speculation that Jill Biden voted for President Trump, okay? And now we have this right here. You can tell me if you think this is real or not. But as we can see, the picture, she's very much into President Trump, okay? And it's clear that Joe Biden's not getting the job done in more ways than one. Not just for the United States of America, by the way, okay? I mean, it seems real. Jill seems very, very much happy to be next to the Don. AI is terrifying. AI is terrifying. Oh my God.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I had to leave the best for last. I had to leave the best for last. Woo. So there you go. You guys tell me, you think that's real? I don't know. Might be. It might just be real. I don't know. Woo! Stuff is terrifying. It really is. Now we got this clip right here. This was from the other day. So I am a couple days behind on this one right here. But Van Jones, the chief crier for CNN and complete nonsensical race baiter, had a few things to say.
The Philly suburbs. And I'm telling you, we are way off. The entire political class is way off. First of all, digital is a new door knocking. Mm-hmm. You got to understand that. We were laughing our butts off at Donald Trump for suspending his door knocking campaign and letting Charlie Kirk and Elon do a bunch of stuff online. We said, these guys are idiots. These guys are stupid. Then you start knocking on these doors. You know what people come to the door with? Their phone in their hand. They're in a 24-hour digital surround sound that has nothing to do with CNN, has nothing to do with any stuff that we do. I asked I got a teenage son. I asked him, who are the most influential people in the world today? I'm thinking to myself, he's going to say Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z. He says, Kai Cent, Aiden Ross, Jinxie, and Sketch. I don't know who he's talking about. I said, what platforms are you on? He goes, I'm on Twitch, Kick, and Rumble. I said, that sounds like you need to go to the hospital. What are these platforms? I'm telling you guys, the mainstream has become fringe, and the fringe has become mainstream.
This right here speaks volumes. You're not going to put the toothpaste back into the tube, okay? This is happening. It's happening in real time. It's happening right now. You, the 2,500 people on YouTube that's watching this, the 300 or 400 on Rumble, on Twitter, on locals, the next person is out there that's going to create the next channel that blows up. You're out there right now. The mainstream is dying, and they know it. And there's no going back.
There are platforms, there are people out there that are getting 14 million streams, and we're on cable news getting 1 or 2 million. And so there is a whole world out there. Kellyanne Conway, I hate to agree with her, but I do a lot of times. Donald Trump understood that, and we didn't. And that's not just Democrats that don't. The entire political class is way off.
And they are all realizing it now. It's too late for them, at least for the current situation, but they are all realizing it. And so I'm glad that they're getting their wake up call. It doesn't mean that I don't think they're going to turn things around or anything like that. So I'm not actually worried about that. But it is interesting that they are now finally realizing just how bad the situation is and how they have screwed everything up. Now for this one right here, President-elect Donald Trump joins the epic AmFest 2024 lineup. This will be Turning Point's 7th time hosting him this year and his first major event post-election. Don't miss out on the event of the year and the biggest of 2024 celebration. So here you have it. AmFest 2024, a tribute to Arizona President Donald Trump. It's going to be taking place December 19th through the 22nd in Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know exactly. I'm assuming he's probably going to be, what are those dates? Let me look up those dates really quick. So that's 22nd. He's probably going to speak Saturday, I would think. So I'll be covering it. And there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be there. Got a guest list a mile long. Tucker Carlson, Glenn Beck, Steve Bannon, Patrick Bet-David, Ben Shapiro, Mike Johnson, Donald Trump Jr. You got Matt Walsh. You got Tim Pool, Rob Schneider, Ted Cruz, Matt Gaetz, Anna Paulina Luna. Benny Johnson, our boy Benny Johnson will be there. Riley Gaines. It's a lot of people, man. So Tom Homan will be there. Scott Pressler, James O'Keefe. Yeah, so there you go. So it's going to be a stacked house. And of course, all topped off by President Donald J. Trump being there in person. And that's going to be awesome. So I'll be covering definitely the Trump stuff. I'm not sure I'm going to cover everybody else. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. So Thunderball for 20 says those drones are probably made by Stellantis or Archer Aviation. They have drones the size of buses. Interesting. Yeah, I know nothing about drones. So Axel Jensen says Sweeney is, and thank you for the 20. So Sweeney is mid AF compared to Tom Homan's border. Rude Collie, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Brian Stewart says best flavor of hamburger helper. Will RFK ban it? Lasagna is first, and then cheeseburger macaroni. So lasagna is first. It's got to be lasagna, and then cheeseburger macaroni. And will RFK ban it? No. Modalicious says if all Christians disappear, it wasn't space aliens. Jim P says Iowa snake pit get Senator Ernst. Is that what you say? I don't know if you misspelled it. To stop being a tard, she will not be picked for DOD. Modalet got that one. Oh, Michael Gia White for Black Panther. White Lando says we can't ban race swapping. Southeastern Kaiju says winners go home and bop the prom queen. Sorry, Joe. I Lucifer says what he did to Jill would make Diddy blush. Granola Grin says careless whispers can lead to panties dropping. Modalicious says Van Jones still uses his AOL account. Meatwad says Meatwad voiceover? VO? Hey, Jeremy. Frylock said I shouldn't be on YouTube, but Shake gave me his card. I don't know what I'm doing, but Aqua Teen is #1 in the hood. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. True Mr. Gentleman says, Jeremy, you got it wrong. According to my sources, LeBron finally made it to page 2 of his Malcolm X book. The transition was so strenuous, he had to take extended time off. That actually makes sense. Clown Pilled 199 on local says, why does everyone act like the U.S. doesn't have tens of thousands of military airplanes able to shoot these fuckers down? Inspect it after it hits the ground. The fuck? John Goat says, next locals watch is Claws 2019 or Gremlins or Batman Returns. Just G says, yo, Jeremy, Titanfall 2 servers are solid still. Been playing Frontier Defense. Pretty dope. Come on, man. Hey, I love me some Titanfall 2. John Goat says, I agree. All women are catfishes, which is why Krista should settle for me. MCU fan, back off. Let's see. Nick Brome for $4.99 says, if Sweeney is mid, which celebrity is a 10? Exactly. Seriously. Come on, guys. First of all, and let me be clear. Do I think Sydney Sweeney is hot? Absolutely. Do I think she's like the hottest woman alive? No. But she's freaking hot. Of course she is. You know? But she's not mid. She's absolutely not mid. Let's see. Selma Hayek. How old is Selma Hayek now? Kate Beckinsale. I don't know what she looks like these days, but Kate Beckinsale was great. Jessica Alba back in the day. Let's see. Margot Robbie. Yeah, I mean, Margot Robbie's very attractive for sure. So, Hope says no makeup, Sydney in perfect lighting and framing. 10. There you go. See there? Okay, and then I'm gonna close that one out. Let me see if there's anything else going on we need to cover really quick. If not, we're gonna call it a night. And we are gonna be live streaming this weekend. Probably both days. I'll probably be live streaming. I'll probably do a CobraCast Saturday and Sunday. I'm also going to be doing gaming streams this weekend, so I will be live all weekend. I know Laughing Man doesn't believe me, but that's okay. I have no problem proving Laughing Man wrong. So I will. Hang on. The hell is this? Is this real? Let's see. Yeah, they're saying so. Okay, there was a video. People are saying it was a plane. That's not a fucking plane, or that's not a drone. That's a plane. That's where these videos on Twitter are just hard as hell to determine what's real and what's not. But yeah, so be on the lookout for CobraCast this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I don't know what time yet, so just make sure you're following us on local, so you'll get the notifications over there. And even if you don't support us over there, you can at least follow us. So just keep that in mind. Let me see if anything. Keenan says, I recommend the movie Grind if you like skateboard movies. Well, thank you, Keenan in the house. Axel Jensen says, Margot Robbie in Mighty Joe Young was smoking. Smoking. Is it a plane or a drone? Well, the video I just saw was a plane. So, Meatwad says, at MCU fan, I heard my neighbor Carl is good with the ladies. He calls them weird names, but it seems to work. Carl could help you with your friend, with Krista. Hey, there you go. MCU fan. Look at that, man. They're looking out for you, buddy. Dragon Dan says, I'm trying to send a message and have no clue why it won't let me. It just, so I'll just say, have a fun weekend. Well, thank you, Dragon Dan. We'll be here live. So CobraCast this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, will be happening. So I hope to see you guys here. And again, I will be doing some gaming streams this weekend. They got some new Fortnite modes and some new Call of Duty stuff. So I'm sure we'll be playing both of those over on my D-Day Cobra gaming channel. Don't forget about D-Day Cobra clips. We've been putting clips over there of segments from this channel. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you go subscribe to D-Day Cobra clips. Shadow Sand says, Jeremy, pay your mods or admit Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I'll just send Eric K. Well, in the name of Eric K, I'll just send Eric K. Eric K is about to drop 10 gifted memberships. How about that? Okay. You ready? Here we go. Eric K is about to drop 10 gifted memberships. Or actually, we'll do Eric K is going to drop 5 and Cam Man will drop 5. So there we go. Here we go. Boom! Eric K for 5 gifted memberships and Cam Man with 5 gifted memberships. I know Jessica's here. I know Aaron's here. But we'll get to them another time. So there we go. So I know, I see you. I see you. She's like, what about me? So there you go. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Really do appreciate it. MCU fan has done all his Christmas shopping. And yeah, thank you to who's subscribed so far. Will and Andy subscribed on Twitter. So that is cool. Finally got subscriptions over there. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with it, but I'm glad we finally got it over there. So thank you guys so much. Really do appreciate it. Have a great evening, and we will talk to all of you later. Ending with, Zanzolta with 20 gifted memberships. 20 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Thank you. We're going to end with some Sabaton. Have a good night. Talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone. Dean H says, I thought you weren't doing Sabaton on YouTube. I'm just gonna take the hits on copyright. I get hit so much on this channel anyway. As long as the videos don't get blocked, it's whatever. I never monetize my streams anyway because and trust me, I'm missing a ton of money when I don't monetize my streams. But for the replay crew, I know they don't want to sit through a bunch of fucking ads. So it is what it is. That's why the super chat, you guys do so much to support this show and Geeks and Gamers and super chat. So whatever, we'll just forego the monetization on these streams for now. So, but thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Have a good evening, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.